college, I used to always hold court in the cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I used to hold court in the cafeteria, and I was real militant at the time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you one of the more cry freedoms.
I was like, Stephen Biko, I was that dude. When I got to college, I went to Illinois, Big Ten, and it was about 40,000 students there, 800 black, about 800 black.
Wow.
But we had the biggest fraternal and sororal system in Illinois. We had everybody. We had Spanish fraternities. We had a bunch of white fraternities, but we had the Kappas, the Qs. We had the, alphas. We had Iota Phi Theta Sigma. We had Deltas, Sigma Gamma Rho. We had AKs. We had everybody. So all the black people hung together.
Right.
Stuck together. And the athletes, I went to school where it was Nick Anderson.
Okay.
Kendall Gill.
Yep.
Henry Jones.
Yeah.
Who played for the Bills.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, Derek Brownlow and all those. Jeff George was our guy. So, so I got militant because it was just a small group of people. We had our little black African-American cultural center, right? That was a little dilapidated, but they gave that to us. And so we formed this group, and we said, why don't we start reading books about our people? They're not teaching us anything. So we got into all that shit. Spike Lee movies are playing,
right?
Do the Right Thing, all of that. So it was all this, and Public Enemy is playing. We listened to Tribe Called Quest, the Brand Newbie, and all that other shit. We're listening. So I was very militant and reading all these different books. Like, here we go. Ready? Stolen Legacy, ISIS Papers, Francis Cress Welsing. Autobiography of Malcolm X. I was reading everything. I was reading another book, Bucks, Coons, Mulattoes, and Mammies, The History of Blacks in Film by Donald Bogle. I was reading, Stereotypes that they still repeat now. So I was reading all that. So I was black. Everything was black.
Right.
Fight the power. My father would be like, what are you doing? What is all of this black? It's okay, but what are you do your studies? But I say, Dad, you don't understand. The black man and the black woman is suffering, man. Yeah. White supremacy, that's okay, but we're spending money on college. You don't have to. It's okay, it's okay. You don't have to be, not do too much black. It's okay, do your homework. So I was that guy. I would go see, black speakers.
Right.
I watched Stokely Carmichael came to our university. I was that dude. And then I started incorporating it in like holding court. I was talking about racism, but I'd be funny with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, and this girl, and I want to give her a shout out. It was a girl, it was a rebound chick, because I broke up with the girl I was dating on campus.
Okay.
It's a rebound chick. I'm gonna give her props. Her name was Toya Dixon. I will never forget this. I always talked about, I should do some comedy. I should start doing the stand-up. And I remember one day I was just riffing, talking shit. She wrote everything down on a yellow piece of paper. The little what is it called? The legal pad. So she's writing all these jokes and shit. And I woke up, I said, yo, what is all this? She goes, remember all the shit you were talking about yesterday was so funny. I wrote it all down. You should do this comedy thing.
Wow.
So from there, I said, when I get back to the city, cause Champaign, Urbana is a couple hours away from Chicago. I said, I'm going to go to the open mics. Right. And that's when that shit
That's when the bug hit.
The bug hit. And I remember that's when I met with my partner to do comedy solo and a comedy team. Then, the whole thing. And that's how pretty much it started, man. And I said, I want to do comedy because I'm different. And I've always been very different. I'm original. I take pride in my originality. I take pride that, listen, here's the thing about being different. When you're different, it's a longer road. You see, because they can't put you in a box. But all my acting teachers say, don't let anybody put you in a box. Be amorphic. I go, this shit ain't working. You know what I'm saying? But I always took pride in being different.
Did they say anything about be employed?
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not, listen, I've done things,
Right.
But I take pride in, you can see a bunch of comedians, right?
Yes.
You go to a comedy show, you see a whole bunch of people, but a lot of times people are doing the same kind of shit. But one thing I took pride in for myself was that, bam, I said, this dude was different. He was, you know what I'm saying? It's like I took pride in doing really smart shit. That was my thing. Cause a lot of comedians that I know, and I'm not cracking, but a lot of comedians that I know that look like me are way more intelligent than a lot of than what you see on stage.
Right.
A lot of them have degrees. A lot of them are engineers and all this other. And then they go up there doing this shit. I go, you're not even from that neighborhood. Why are you fronting? Be yourself. I always believed in being myself. I'm the kind of comic that doesn't use the N-word because we had a debate about that.
Okay.
About there's comics I see, that it'll be a majority audience that don't look like us.
Right.
And they'll use that word over and over. And I go, are these people laughing because the joke is funny? Or are they laughing because nigga is funny?
Right.
Because nigga is, let's be for real. Phonetically, it's a funny word. God damn, that word is funny. It's the top. It's the Nike of racial slurs.
Yes.
Like nigga is the top. Like spit.
Just don't say it.
Spick and chink. Those are like Adidas, Reebok. But nigga, like if I watch this joke, if I say, man, here come this bald head ass nigga, hilarious.
Right.
Here come this bald head ass brother. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a little it's a little taya. It's a little spice on that, right?
Right.
And we had a debate about that. I said, well, why do you use the word? Why do you use that word in front of people when you're really not like that? I understand cats that are like that. Like Cat Williams, when he does it, it matches.
You talk like that all the time.
Yeah. It's certain people that you go, I get that.
Right.
But there's some other cats that I go, yo, you're not even like that. But when you get in front of a certain audience, you use it in front of them. I don't know if it's irresponsible. Listen, I'm not telling anybody how to do comedy, but I just feel weird doing it. Right. I don't even use it in front of black audiences.
Okay.
Yeah. But for me, this is my style. But when I do use the word, the N-word, I'm making a point about the N-word.
Okay.
Because I have a joke about the double G words.
Right.
You know what I mean? Double G words, something about the double G word. Like you got the N word, you got the F word, 2 G's.
Yeah.
And if you know Harry Potter, you ever know about Harry Potter? I'm a Harry Potter fan.
No, I ain't.
Where there's a muggle, they call him a muggle.
Okay.
That means he's a half prince. He's some bullshit. So they call him, they say, you're a muggle, Harry Potter. And it's almost like saying that when you're watching Harry Potter, you're like, is he talking to me? Right. Oh, Harry Potter's a muggle. Can you believe that? You're a muggle, Harry Potter. I'm like, is he calling me a nigga? You know what I'm saying? So I talk about the phonetic. I'm into words because I'm a big George Carlin fan.
Okay.
Big Carlin fan, big Pryor fan. And it's all wordplay for me. I'm really into the art form of this shit. So yeah, the N-word thing is, that's just for me.
Right.
I'm not telling anybody how to do comedy.
Right.
I don't want anybody to conflate this shit, but I just want to know why people use it. Someone told me, well, I don't want them to, I feel comfortable saying it because I'm not going to let them determine, how I say the word. I'm taking the word back. I said, that was never your word.
Right.
What do you mean you taking it back? They gave it to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it desensitizes the word. Really? So when they call you the name out of vitriol, then you react to it. You get mad. So how is it desensitizing you?
Right.
I'm just saying, if someone calls you the name, you shouldn't even flinch. You go, I say it so much, it doesn't even bother me, but it still stings. That's all. It's just a debate we're still having with the N-word.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before 2 something.